Ever wondered what would happen if your high school ex came back into your life and turned you into a secret agent? Yeah, sounds wild, right? Welcome to Movie Zentre, where we unwrap the most thrilling flicks with a twist of humor. Today, we're diving into The Union, where an ordinary guy's life flips upside down thanks to some serious spy drama. Our story kicks off in a swanky Italian hotel in Trieste. Think fancy chandeliers and agents sneaking around like it's the world's deadliest game of hide-and-seek. Meet Roxanne Hall. She's this sharp, no-nonsense operative hanging back, watching everything like a hawk. Meanwhile, back in London, her boss Tom Brennan is glued to surveillance screens, barking orders. The mission? Snag a rogue CIA agent who's got a briefcase packed with super-sensitive intel. Basically a list of every top agent from the FBI to MI6. It's the kind of thing that could blow up the whole spy world if it falls into the wrong hands. Everything seems smooth at first. The team closes in, but bam, their getaway car explodes in a massive fireball. No ride means they're trapped, forced to retreat into the hotel. Roxanne tries to reach her team, but it's chaos. One by one, they're getting picked off. The last one standing is Agent Nick Faraday. He's gunned down, the mission tanks, and the briefcase vanishes into thin air. Total disaster. Cut to the other side of the world, New Jersey, where life is way more grounded. We meet Mike McKenna, a regular construction worker living with his mom, grinding through a routine that's as predictable as traffic jams. He's got buddies, a pickup truck that needs a screwdriver to start, and yeah, he's still hung up on his high school sweetheart who ghosted him years ago. That sweetheart? Roxanne. She shows up out of nowhere at a local bar, looking stunning as ever. Mike's head is spinning. This is the girl he never got over. They catch up, share laughs, revisit their old hangout spots. It feels like old flames might spark again, but hold on, Roxanne's got an agenda. Just as Mike thinks they're reconnecting, she slips him a sedative. He wakes up groggy in London, totally confused. What the heck? He asks. Roxanne explains. She drugged and kidnapped him because she needs him for her world. The Union, an elite spy group that recruits everyday folks like him who can blend in without raising flags. Turns out, she didn't just vanish after high school. She joined this shadowy outfit. Mike's furious, ready to bolt back to his boring life. But Tom steps in with a pitch. Roxanne picked Mike because he's so ordinary, perfect cover for recovering that stolen briefcase. It's got intel that could expose every ally in the intelligence game. Tom lays it out, go home economy class or dive into espionage with a shot at adventure and maybe winning Roxanne back. Roxanne offers a first-class ticket home to sweeten it, but Mike's still salty about the whole ordeal. After some soul-searching and probably picturing his dead-end job, he decides to stay. Cue the classic training montage. Mike learning to shoot, fight hand-to-hand, drive like a pro, all while trying not to look like a total rookie. 2 weeks fly by, and he's decent? Not James Bond, but he's got heart. Now the mission ramps up. Mike's task: pose as a buyer at an underground auction for the stolen intel. First, he needs an encrypted device to even get in the door. Roxanne and the team cover him as he grabs it from a shady spot. He nails it, device in hand, but chaos erupts. Another crew swoops in to steal it. Mike bolts, Roxanne takes down goons left and right in a pulse-pounding chase. But in the scramble, Mike accidentally drops the device into a fountain. It's fried, waterlogged beyond repair. Roxanne saves his skin by dropping the last attacker, but the team's back to square one. They need another device, fast. Mike's off the hook now. Tom thinks he's a liability, but Mike's hooked. He wants to prove himself, especially to Roxanne. Despite doubts, she gives him another shot. The adventure gets messy. They sneak into a secure spot for another encrypted device. Mike steps up, using his construction smarts to help hack in. But just as they score it, horror strikes. One of Roxanne's teammates turns up dead. Someone's onto them. Then boom, their London HQ explodes in a gas leak cover story. Tom survives with scratches, but orders everyone to scatter and go dark. Roxanne and Mike hole up in a safe house, a cramped spot with one bed. Awkward vibes ensue. They swear nothing's happening, but the tension's thick. Morning hits with news of the blast labeled an electrical failure. Only 18 hours until the auction. No pressure. At a new hideout, Tom plots to trace the auctioneer's signal by dragging out the bidding. Roxanne and Mike will hunt them down like a high-stakes treasure hunt. Surprise! The CIA crashes in, offering to bankroll the bid but demanding the intel. As the auction kicks off, Roxanne races through the city. Tom bids wildly. They pinpoint the signal to a building and confront Juliet Quinn, the auctioneer herself. Cool under pressure, she says the intel's at her place. At Juliet's, she pulls a suitcase from a hidden safe. Jackpot? Not quite. The door bursts open, and in walks Nick, alive and kicking. Twist. And get this, Nick's Roxanne's estranged husband. Mike's floored, she never mentioned that. Jealousy boils, but no time for drama. Nick drops a bomb. There's a mole in the union. It's Tom, double dealing. Don't trust him with the intel. Meet at dawn to hand it to the CIA. Roxanne agrees warily. Once Nick dips, Mike sulks like a teen, grilling her about the marriage. We learn their parents never approved back in the day, adding soap opera layers to the spy stuff. They're stuck between the mission and their messy past. Things heat up. Mike and Roxanne argue fiercely about trust and secrets. He storms off in a huff. Next day, Roxanne waits at the bridge for Nick, but Mike shows, still committed, and maybe still in love. Nick calls. He's not coming, it's a setup. Oh, and Juliet swapped the real suitcase last night. Worse, Nick's the real villain behind everything, the one who faked his death and betrayed the team. CIA swarms to arrest them, but Roxanne and Mike fake a boat jump escape, leaving the feds baffled. Safe for a sec, Roxanne reveals she planted a tracker on Nick the night before. Smart move. They know he's heading to Croatia with the intel. They sneak onto a plane, leaving Tom locked up, framed by Nick. Spying from afar, they see Nick cozying up to Juliet on a boat, about to sell the data to Iranian buyers. Roxanne crashes the deal just in time. Mike grabs the briefcase. Juliet bails, leaving Nick to fight Roxanne. He escapes, forcing her to chase Mike, who's now got the goods. Nick reappears, snatches it back in a wild pursuit. Roxanne steals a car, hot on his tail, while Mike's stuffed in a trunk by the buyers. He breaks free, joins the chase. Stranded briefly, Mike commandeers a vehicle and catches up. The climax hits hard. In a brutal showdown, Nick corners them at a port, trying to flee by boat. He tempts Roxanne with a profit split, but she's done. She takes him out for good, recovers the intel. The world's saved. Back home, Mike makes it to his best friend's wedding. Roxanne crashes the party, and the two finally admit their feelings, giving romance another shot. But as they sneak off for some alone time, Tom appears, out of jail, cleared, since Nick was the real mole. He drops the news. Another mission awaits. Welcome to the Union. The unlikely duo's ready for round 2. And that's the wild, action-packed roller coaster of the Union. Just when you thought it was over, the twists kept coming. If you enjoyed the chaos, the laughs, and the thrills, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Movie Zentre for more crazy recaps just like this one. Don't forget to ring the bell icon so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep your popcorn ready. There's always another adventure around the corner.